conditional probability example. Let's pretend I have 100 math students, and 40 of them are taking Algebra 2, and 30 are taking chemistry. There are 20 students that take both Algebra 2 and chemistry at the same time. And we want to find out what is the probability that if a student is taking Algebra 2, that they are also in chemistry. So we know they are already in Algebra 2, and what's the probability they are taking chemistry. So we're going to set up a Venn diagram. So the first event is the algebra circle. And the second event, let's call it C, is taking chemistry. So I'm going to start with the overlap. The overlap is students who are taking both chemistry and algebra. So there are 20 students overlapping. Then we have 40 students in Algebra 2. So if we already have 20 in the overlap and we need 40, there must be 20 over here that are just taking algebra. Now I need to figure out the other piece. There are 30 students taking chemistry, and right now the overlap is 20, so there must be 10 over here. So now we still have 50 other students outside these two circles to give you a total of 100. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use our probability formula. So our probability formula is like this. You remember how you say this? It's a probability of B given A. So this little notation is A. So I'm just going to go ahead and change it to our letters. The probability of chemistry given that the student is in Algebra 2. Okay? So the probability, I'm shortening up here, C. Okay? So the probability of chemistry given that they're in Algebra 2. The notation is as such, so we're going to go ahead and say the intersection of algebra and chemistry, the probability of that, over the probability of Algebra 2. So now let's find those out. So I'm going to head back up. For a student to be in both Algebra 2 and chemistry is 20 out of our total. So the probability of algebra and chemistry is 20 out of 100. Then we want to find out what is the probability of algebra. So there are 40 students total in Algebra 2 out of a total of 100. So these are the two numbers we're going to work with down below. All right. So the probability of the intersection of Algebra 2 and chemistry was 20 out of 100 students over the probability of an algebra student. So 40 out of 100. So we have a fraction divided by a fraction. So we're going to keep the first fraction, flip the second fraction, cancel those 100s, multiply across 20 over 40, or 1/2. So you have a 50% chance of a student that you pick at random that is taking Algebra 2 that would be also taking chemistry.